he said, well, a couple starts ago that he wanted to start pitching with more aggression. I think he used the word rage. Have you gotten that impression from him recently?
I don't know. He's always raging out there to me. He's always kind of bouncing around and, you know, letting it rip. And as I always say with Clark, he's never lacking for confidence. Even when he goes through an outing where he may struggle or whatever, he's a confident kid out there and fearless. So, but I always feel like he's aggressive. I mean, it's just harnessing some of that some of the time, frankly.
Susan, do you have a question? I want to pass it right behind you, Gary.
Given that the series is coming in between two big sets against the Rays, how important is it to get back into the series win column the way that you guys did?
Yeah, it's definitely nice. Have a chance to have a really good series tomorrow. So, want to go put our best foot forward tomorrow. But definitely, every series is big, and anytime you can grab wins, throughout the season, it's important.
Max.
It seems like Rizzo's getting on base basically every time he's hitting these days. I know he's having a strong season so far, but what has he meant these last few days as the offense has started to hum a little bit?
Yeah, he's been really good. I think the no shift has been a good thing for him. I think for his psyche as well. But he's just been really rock solid for us, and he's, as he always does, kind of using the entire field. He's hitting the ball out of the ballpark too, but just like you said, that on base presence. He's having really good at bats, and just especially being surrounded by righties in there, to have that lefty break it up, and plus he gives you such a tough at bat against lefties as well. So he's been rock solid for us.
Last one on the right.
I guess on a similar note, Glaber's strung together a handful of good games in a row. Just what have you liked from him? What have you seen there?
Yeah, and I still feel like he's getting there. He's kind of getting his hits a little bit. Obviously, the last two nights, a couple homers. So I feel like he's close in a lot of ways. But it's good to see him getting some results. But I still feel like he's not quite locked in yet, and which is good that he's getting some results.
What do you want? What do you, I guess, want to see from him to take that next step from being close to being there?
I don't know. I mean, it's just for hitters. It's just about getting into that strong position all the time, and when Glaber does that, his swing is such that he'll start squaring it up all over the yard, and I feel like he's getting there. But I also feel like, in a way, he's not all the way there, which is exciting to see.